Imani Perez going back and forth in the post with Jackie David out. So nice to see Vivian Barrett get a little bit of time.
Ashley Toms into the game. Toms, who has at times this season, in fact, 6 times previously, been a starter. But obviously Olivia Davies getting the nod here tonight. You like the idea of Toms coming off the bench as Wahine Kapu steps into a 3 and banks it home.
You got a little smile from Lily out there, but I'll tell you what, should take it. Should take it.
Well, the extended pressure from Hawaii, the extended banking hours on a Sunday here in Mānoa. But getting back to Toms, there she was right there, helping to deter that pass.
See the good pick. We talked about a little bit with Brooklyn Brewers kind of getting that spacing between her and Wahine Kapu on that ball pick, right? It was a little better there, gave her a little better look. Toms defensively, Olivia Davies a little bit more offense. I like the trade-off, but both of them in at the same time. They're tough in that backcourt.
Oh, Brewers lost the handle. Taken away by Amaya Moreland, and then she slips and falls on the floor.
Little better movement with this Spartan group on the floor now. Wahine doing a good job of rebounding a basketball, ripped away right there by Brewers. They are owning the paint here early.
That is a monster rebound by Brooklyn Brewers. And then Wahine Kapu going to be called for steps, ran out of room there along the baseline.
Little contact underneath with Jasmine Singleton, but this one will go Spartan way.
Hawaii right now with 5 points off of 5 San Jose State turnovers. Hawaii has 2 turnovers on its side. It is a 16-2 advantage, 2:19 to go in the first.
Spartans 1 of 9. Really getting many shots off in that half-court offense. You'd think they would get out in transition a little more. They've got the depth, they got the legs, they've got some quickness, but this pressure is slowing them down, taking that time off the shot clock.
Yeah, Hawaii 6 of 9 offensively, so San Jose State just hasn't really been able to get the stops in order to get out to run. Good hedge there by Brewers. Deep touch here from Moreland. Again, too strong around the basket. Brewers bothering these Spartans' shots.
I'll tell you what, Brewers is physical. You watch her underneath the battle that's going on. I noticed that even in that last game, even when her shot's not falling, she is a tireless workhorse on the other end. She'll get boards for you. She'll do some of the dirty work underneath.
That runner by Sophia Jones off the mark, making now 1 of 11 San Jose State in this game. And we're going to have a foul after the pass by McBee collided with Moreland, and Moreland's going to pick up the personal foul. You talked about tireless. How long can Hawaii maintain this extended pressure, you think, with the rotation that we're seeing?
You know, I don't feel like they're expending a ton of energy. They're trapping on the sidelines. It's pretty basic stuff. So I feel like when you jump out to this lead, you can come off of it a little bit. They're rotating, got a pretty good rotation going, got 3 going in the post tonight.
Riser by Wahine Kapu, that was silky.
That play designed for her just curls right around there. You're starting to see that arsenal that we knew and loved from last season, right? Preseason first team, all Big West pick, Lily Wahine Kapu, showing the pull up.
It is 18-2 here. Closing in on a minute to go, another rip away and a breakaway. Lily by herself misses the layup. Player down for Hawaii at the other end was Ashley Toms. Looked like maybe she got popped in the nose. And she's gathering herself at the moment, but Wahine Kapu missing the wide open transition lay-in at the other end.
Ooh, Toms catches at elbow. Ooh. We've seen her go down so many times and get back up. Feels like her nose is all over her face, but looks pretty good from here. Hopefully it is.
Ashley Toms always seems to find some of the physical contact on the floor.
She really does.
So the officials reviewing the contact there that sent Ashley Toms to the floor to see if there is any kind of adjudication that needs to take place.
And that's a really good play. We talked about Toms early in the season looking to take charges that maybe weren't there, right? Getting the starting nod. And I feel like this is more her game. This on-ball defense steps in, Really good play by Toms. Not sure she's going to get that flagrant, but definitely a lot of contact up top. This is a good view. Ooh, that elbow comes up late, pretty high.
Jasmine Singleton, who
That's
got her
usually
pocket
a yes.
picked.
Yeah, we saw this. This is similar on the baseline to what happened with Kelsey Imai.
Yeah, the flailing of the arms is going to be something that they're going to have to consider there.
Yeah, anything sort of above the shoulders that's a flailing, they've been pretty... So it's not a matter of being intentional right anymore. It's
Correct.
a matter of just causing injury above the shoulders, the head and neck area.
Anything that is considered excessive, in essence.
And that happens often, right? When you're an offensive player, you're trying to sell something too, right? You're trying to get a foul called on your end, so that response is. In fact, I saw LeBron James my favorite player got a flop call finally after all these years. Yeah, we're going there.
I love how closely you love to criticize how LeBron James is officiated, and Draymond Green, meanwhile, continues to just do what he's doing. That is a gnarly hit to the face right there.
I'm surprised that Toms doesn't have a little wound. She might tomorrow.
Esther Sue, that is your pickleball buddy, right?
Esther Sue. She's got game here and on the pickleball court.
You on the same side of the net in most instances?
Yeah, well, we rotate.
Gotcha. All right.
Pretty long convo here. I feel like they're maybe leaning against it. In any case, on the other end, Wahine Kapu with the miss.
All right, we'll see if we can get an explanation here from Star Rivera. Okay, so no call on that contact. They will just say incidental. And so Ashley Toms just going to have to live with the discomfort for the moment. It is San Jose State basketball.
I tell you, it's an awfully cute face Ashley Toms has, considering all the blows that she's taken over the years. It's you see the right. I think it was the right eye of Toms. Looked like it had a little red mark.
Oh, tough shot off the glass, and it goes by Marissa Davis-Jones.
Got to keep that tempo going if you're the Wahine. Those breaks sometimes can cause you to lose a little momentum.
Oh, wide open, it's Toms underneath. Couldn't handle the pass, and then squirts it out of the mosh pit. And it'll be a traveling violation called against San Jose State. Ashley Toms, one of those plays where she was just too wide open.
Pitched a 10 under there. Ruers did all she could to try to get the ball to her. Ended up a little bit low. Good scramble play. Watch this, there's Toms, just fumbles it, right? Sometimes you're just too wide open.
Well, maybe the eyes are still a little watery from the elbow she took moments ago. You never know. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt there.
I'll tell you, that paint battle underneath is real with Smith and Brooklyn Ruers for the Wahine. We may not see two bigger posts the rest of the season on this floor.
Hawaii playing down to a possible final shot here. Phillips, 5 seconds in the quarter. Tried to leave it for Ruers off the mark. 1 second, half-court heave by Singleton, and that's how the first 10 come to a close. What a first 10 it was for Hawaii. They shoot 58% from the field, knock down 3 trays, and they hold San Jose State to 4 points. The lead is 14 for the Lady Bows. Oh, one of the special features here for tonight's Hoops doubleheader in Mānoa, DJ Wizard rocking the 1s and 2s.
I'm loving this. DJ Wizard got some UH shorts on to go with that brightly colored top. Dude, that's an art form, dude. Like, he watched those guys work that board. It's unbelievable. Kind of fun. I think the crowd's kind of in. I think the crowd's in. Except some of the OGs don't know what's going on.
A good vibe in the building tonight for sure, or this afternoon, yet to be tonight. Let's check out today's Hyundai head-to-head stat line as San Jose State 2 of 12 in that first quarter, 17% from the field. Hawaii was 7 of 12, 58%, and the extended pressure by Hawaii and Brooklyn Ruers down low, really bothering the Spartans' offensive flow.
Yeah, she really has been good defensively. That hasn't been the problem, right? The problem has been offense up until that first quarter. Wahine Kapu 3 of 4 from the floor.
Nice pick and roll action. Brewers misses a layup. We are now looking at 3 or 4 layups that Hawaii has missed despite this hot start in this game. And a shuffling of the feet is determined against Nailea Nicholas, 6'1" senior from Fresno, California.
You know, at least they're getting layups underneath on offense, right? I mean, that's the next thing you got to put them in, but they're getting some good looks. They're getting a little bit of drive and dish action that we haven't seen, at least in the last couple of games. Good pass there by Phillips. He might try to direct traffic here.
A little more deliberate this possession so far for Hawaii. Mai at the elbow, tried to get it into Phillips. Good overplay by Sabrina Ma.
Yeah, Ma's got some size. That's a good matchup for her with Deja Phillips.
Phillips with the quick hands, now bodies hitting the floor. It'll be a tie-up. Possession arrow keeps it here with San Jose State. Well, the effort certainly there. There is an energy to this Hawaii team that we haven't necessarily seen each and every night out here so far this season.
Yeah, and I think the early sort of punch, right? You know, it's interesting that Beeman talked about how they hadn't been taking, what their responses to punches had been. They hadn't been really good, that they needed to work on that. And you kind of feel like that may come from San Jose State.
Oh, Sydney Summers drills the 3, coming off a 13-point performance against Cal State Fullerton. That was last Wednesday. She made 3 triples in that one.
Yeah, she's a 3-time All-League high school player, MVP in the CIF. She can light it up.
Phillips unable to answer. And San Jose State coming off of a loss at Cal State Fullerton, 71-64. 3 ball from the corner, Ma. That one only hits glass. And a foul on the dribble there. Looks like it's going to go against Jasmine Singleton. Here's another look at Sydney Summers, just a frosh.
Yeah, we saw her warming up on our side, just launching beautiful rainbow threes, and she was pretty steady with them in warm-up.
Yeah, that's what stuck out to me in watching the Spartans warm up, just how many shots they got up prior to the game. Here's Brewers getting one up from 3 and knocking it down.
Tell you what, don't underestimate that ability. Brewers and Imani Perez both able to shoot the 3 at a pretty high clip at 6'4". For Brewers, 8 of 16 on the season, 50%.
Here's Tonga trying to square up against Brewers. Kicks it to the corner. Summers again. Summers again.
That's pure.
1,000-point scorer at Centennial High School in California. Here's Perez putting it on the floor. Kicks it to the corner. Phillips, 3 up, 3 down.
Nice to see this early production from Deja Phillips. We mentioned not in the starting lineup, likes to come in, likes to take a, kind of get a feel for the game, come in off the bench, but she has been on fire since stepping on the hardwood.
Averaging 7 points a game so far this year, already at 6 in this one. And it's going to be a foul against San Jose State, an offensive for a push-off against Marissa Davis-Jones.
I believe the same one, right, that caught the elbow against Ashley Toms, and there's Brewers backing it up, making Tonga come out and play defense there. Kick out by Tonga to Summers, second 3 ball of this game, giving them some good options out beyond the arc.
And Davis-Jones with 2 personals heading back to the bench. Second year with San Jose State. Spent a season at Washington. Played in 4 games for the Huskies. Wahine Kapu skip pass to Perez. Doesn't even put it on the ground. Finds Ruers. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Perez on the baseline. Gets the shot up. Left it short.
Nice shot by Deja Phillips, stopping ball. Nailea Nicholas on the move. Good defense here by the Wahine, knowing their personnel in this first half.
Here's Tonga. Up and under move, got stripped down low by Phillips. What a play.
Phillips digging down, just causes a deflection and coming up with it. Wahine Kapu on the loose.
Phillips down the right side of the lane, off glass, couldn't get it to go, but does draw the foul and will shoot free throws.
Deja Phillips wanting the basketball. Calling for that clear out, those picks coming, and that lane wide open for Deja Phillips. Thought she should have made that layup.
You mentioned Phillips, 1 of 2 from the line here so far in this game, but 86% from the free throw line this season.
You know what's confusing to me, Kano, is where is the leading scorer, Jaya Levette?
Yeah, Levette for
Haven't seen her
San Jose State,
tonight.
averaging 12 points per game, has started and played in every game so far.
And saw her in warm-up.
this
I thought she went through full warm-up. Not sure, but there, the good look at Levette.
They are missing a couple of players and a few bodies that aren't available. Maya Anderson being another freshman contributor who's in a boot at the moment. There you see some of the players not fully suited up. As a turnover in the backcourt committed by Ma. That is turnover number 10 for San Jose State.
You know, it's interesting you have a week of rest, right? You're practicing, you don't have all those games in a row. Now you're seeing some pressure a little bit from the Wahine and seeing how good they can be with their personnel.
Perez, nothing doing, so they reset it to Phillips. She tries to get it in low. Barrett got blocked.
I like the feeds inside. You gotta go there.
And another poke away, Wahine Kapu. Off to the races. And she gets fouled along the way. It looked like Ma was first to confront her.
How quick did Wahine Kapu look on that? Those were some jets, buddy. She got this pick. Watch her take off like a second speed right here. And she's gonna eyeball the defense right there and think, okay, I got a little Euro step for you right here.
We'll actually get Nicholas on the foul, so Wahine Kapu to the free throw line. You see her numbers this season.
You know, it's interesting how those personnel changes can really bring out some of the strengths of another player, right? Just another ball handler in that situation, another scorer in Davies, right, that you've got to kind of respect, and it frees up Wahine Kapu. I also think just the experience of getting those high ball picks with Brewers and having Deja Phillips on the other side, those things are sort of getting Lily untracked.
Yeah, definitely saw what was probably Lily Wahine Kapu's best overall performance against Washington in the first half. Obviously, that game went the way of the Huskies ultimately. But it looked as though that was the closest to the previous form that we're familiar with for Lily Wahine Kapu in that game. And here she is, like you're saying, a little bit of the pressure perhaps removed with the presence of Olivia Davies in the backcourt. And Wahine Kapu has played well, already in double figures with 10 points. Speaking of Davies, she commits her first personal foul. 5:22 to play in the half.
Yeah, they calling this pretty tight, keeping it pretty tight, at least up in this area. Maybe not so much at the post, allowing them to be pretty aggressive down low. But up at the top, you got to be careful.
Pass down low. Samaje Smith just holding the ball above everybody else at 6'6".
Well, she's pretty quick-footed, and she moves.
There you see her hedging the screen. Pretty good mobility for Samaje Smith for sure. Here's Davies. Got it stripped, but then got it back. Barrett muscles it up and in.
Good for Vivian Barrett. She's had a couple balls blocked, and she goes after this. She could have kicked it out, but she didn't, stayed with it, and a freshman gets on the board.
There's some points in the paint here tonight for Hawaii. And even when they have gotten shots from the perimeter, it has been inside out in many times, or they have been able to work it from the interior back out to open shots. And another steal, it's Phillips. Gonna try to take it in herself. What a move, not there. McBee the rebound. Barrett underneath, misses the point blank layup. And San Jose State will clear it.
Deja Smith, she loves the game, right? You know, still smiling on it, loves the challenge, likes to get in the mix. Good vibes tonight from Deja Phillips. A little better ball movement. A little better action here inside for the Spartans.
And Smith using the left hand off the glass. The Spartans starting to find a little bit of traction in this second quarter. And now a body up foul called against Singleton, and that's going to get us to a media timeout. Vivian Barrett, the 6'4" freshman from Stanwood, Washington, able to go smooch off the glass. Welcome back. Time now for the Hawaii Honda Dealers highlight reel. And Laura, we saw Hawaii in their last game against Washington take an awful lot of threes. They're 5 of 9 tonight, but what do you like about the selections they're making outside of the arc in this contest?
Yeah, pretty good looks. They've had other good looks. The thing I like about it the most is 4 different players have made a 3, right? McBee's made a 3, Lily Wahine Kapu's made 2, Deja Phillips. So you're sort of starting to see the potential, right, that you knew was there all season. And sometimes those kickouts, they're 1 of 6 on layups underneath, but they've had a lot of paint touches. So now those 3s are better looks. This is more of what we expect. I'm not surprised by this. I'm more surprised by the fact that they had struggled so much prior to this game behind the arc.
Well, and this was something that Laura Beeman was promoting all week. They were making this game available to Keiki for free. Show up, watch some basketball, and so far, some of the young ones in the stands have been treated to a really strong Hawaii performance this afternoon as Kelsey Imai goes to the free throw line following that last foul call against Singleton.
Yeah, Beeman's been everywhere in the community, as have her Wahine, right? She was at that Christmas tree lighting last night. She was like emceeing that, and of course they do all the community service around the island, and she and Carla Hauser do such a great job with some of the underserved communities in Hawaii. They have a lot of clinics, a lot of free stuff that they do, and you know, she's not somebody that does it for looks, right? You know, I mean, she actually feels it, she lives it.
That was really important to her, and the good news is the Keiki who were invited to watch free basketball here this afternoon and on into the evening, they get to stay for both games.
Yeah. Double dip. Stepped on the
3-second violation, I think, is the call.
You're right.
Against San Jose State.
You see the potential post-wise for San Jose State, though, right? Samaje Smith goes out of the ballgame, and into the ballgame is Alani Fluker, who's 6'1". They've got Tonga at 6'3".
Meanwhile, Phillips splashes down again.
I think she's putting together her best outing of the season.
Lily Wahine Kapu already with a season-high 10 points for her. And now 11 points for Deja Phillips. That ties her season high.
Imai's been really good on-ball defense this season. I've been noticing that a lot. Of course, roommates with Ashley Toms, who's sort of their stopper, but they're both good on the basketball.
And now Tonga underneath, lost her footing, tried to toss it up acrobat style, and a foul is called with 1 second left on the shot clock that will send Alani Fluker to the free throw line.
A lot of action between Brewers and Tonga. You see Kelsey Imai so good at that pass. She's probably one of the best two-handed raise up in the air out of the key assist givers that the Wahine have. And there you see Tonga just battling with Brewers, manages to push her under, and they're going to catch Deja Phillips on the arm. Looked like a good call. Phillips didn't like it.
Phillips with her first foul. Deja Phillips 2 of 5 from outside the arc here in this game. Was 3 for 19 coming into the day. So that must feel good for her to just see some rip the cords.
Absolutely. Got to be careful. This is a team that can get on that offensive glass. Lots of bodies rotating in for the Spartans, and starts to take a little bit of an effect on your legs, right? This pressure sometimes doesn't really show itself till later in these games. See what kind of legs the Wahine have.
Here's Imai, and she got tripped up and hit the deck hard. Pops right back up, and there's the mouthpiece-filled smile now.
I think he might kept her chin up a little bit. What? Take a look at Kelsey. Kind of her MO. Good to the basket. Ooh, just caught the foot. Goodness, she got that ball out of the way. You've seen that, right? Like in a football a lot,
yeah.
where you land on the ball and you see Imai with the mouthpiece. I'm trying to get her to put like an island chain on there, maybe a little Big Island logo. She's said, look, Lori, it's all I can do to get out here with because I'm not into the aesthetics right now, okay? I'm playing ball.
Goes 1 of 2 on that trip to the line. Summers clears the rebound for San Jose State. 2:10 counting down here in the first half. The first half so far dominated by the Rainbow Wahine. Putting it together at both ends of the floor.
You got to watch Summers here. Close out pretty hot if you're Deja Phillips.
Ball loose again. The dive will result in a tug of war. It is a tie-up. Possession arrow, Rainbow Wahine.
Good hustle play there by Imai. Deja Phillips hustling over to get her hands on the ball, and the Wahine come up with a possession.
I mean, this is a Wahine team right now, Lori. They just have that want to.
Yeah, they do. I was worried about, I said that at the outset, kind of worried about this matchup, right? Because these guys are going to get after it. The Spartans have a lot of bodies. There's a lot of size. And honestly, aggressive-wise, the Wahine have been right there with them.
Mai off the hesitation move. Up and under move. Got it to go!
The bucket, the chatter. It's actually probably a good thing you might have that mouthpiece.
It might be a little more inaudible than usual.
That was a tough take, though. She was in deep, made an adjustment underneath.
Smith going cross court. Look at the closeouts by Hawaii on the perimeter. Now Smith going off the glass, and she has been a bright spot. Samaje Smith now with 6 points and 2 rebounds.
You got to pressure that ball. That pass too easy inside, and Smith having her way down in the deep part of the key.
Oh, nice hesitation. Wahine Kapu to the hoop.
How good are the Mighty Mites underneath, right? They're mouse in the house there, both of them, right? Both those plays, and somehow they managed to hold possession of the ball, get that shot off underneath. Imai and Wahine Kapu with layups back to back.
About a 9.5-second differential between the clocks. That 3-point shot off the mark bounces out of bounds. Hawaii will have an opportunity to hold it for a final attempt of the half.
Oh, nice little clear over the top. Such patience there for Imai.
And then Wahine Kapu's version.
Yeah, Wahine Kapu gets a little bit of the style points, right? She gets a little bit of the style points.
6 seconds in the half. Imai weaving through defenders. Oh, the no-look bounce pass a little too sizzling and overcooked for Wahine Kapu.
1 to 3 right there. Just couldn't make it happen. A taller post player, Imai would have had it, right? Wahine Kapu bounced right over the top of her head.
Imai got a piece of that half-court heave by Summers. Yeah, I think she heard your comment about the style points and was trying to add to her tally on that pass. Either way you slice it, though, a first half clearly the best played by Hawaii this season. Their largest first half lead of the year. The previous high was 12 points over Idaho State on November 25th. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs.
Coach, the best first half of basketball we've seen so far this year. Everything seems to be clicking for you guys right now.
Well, you said it in my ear before we went on live. The rest did us some good. We were able to work on some things about Hawaii basketball, and we needed to do that. So, couple blown assignments on defense. I know I'm being really picky. We could have held them to less points. Honestly, offensively, we're moving the ball, blocking out. They're playing good basketball, but it's a good team we're playing against. We've got a second half of basketball we have to play.
All right, we'll talk to you after the game. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good on.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Hawaii holds San Jose State to 35% from the field, and they force 14 Spartan turnovers. Meanwhile, 6 of 10 from outside the property line for the Lady Bows, who lead 40-17 at intermission. Welcome back here. The Pizza Hut halftime statistics, pretty lopsided, obviously, through the first 2 quarters, Lori.
Yeah, it was really good in that first half. Wahine came out firing on all cylinders. 6 of 10 from behind the arc. 4 different players hitting threes, 54%. 13 field goals. It's really almost been what they've averaged for the last couple of these games total, right? So came out on fire, 14 points, off of turnovers. And, you know, you look at their assists, 7. They've been averaging about 13 in a game, so they're really well on their way. I think the other thing is Deja Phillips and Wahine Kapu both with double-digit scoring in the first half. The Wahine don't have a double-digit score for the game coming into this game, right? I mean, an 8-point average was really the highest average in this group, so yeah, on the offense.
Wahine Kapu already with a season high, and Deja Phillips having tied her season high in individual scoring. You saw the steals numbers, Hawaii with 6. That's already 1 off of their team season high for a full ball game. So we saw the extended pressure, certainly the activity of Hawaii at both ends. Coming off of this week-long rest, how likely do you think we'll see that keep up for 2 more quarters?
Well, it's going to be interesting. I think what we've seen these backcourt calls again, that one on Davies, calling it close. I think Beeman talked all about defense. That's what got him that start, right? That's defense and paint touches. Not necessarily points in the paint, but just those touches, right? So that's really been one of the big areas of improvement in the first half.
Spartans controlling here to get the 3rd quarter underway. Spartans held to just 35% from the field in that first half. Now squaring up. The shot by Amaya Moreland goes. Moreland, a 6'1" junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, came to San Jose State via Old Dominion in her 2nd year now with the Spartans.
Nena Orgies, actually, former Wahine, transferred to Old Dominion. Is it ODU?
Oh, there's the inside touch, Lori, and then the relocation to Davies for 3, and a foul as Davies took a tumble into the Hawaii bench. And it's going to go against Moreland, but that's going to result in 3 free throw attempts here for Olivia Davies.
It's got to be making Laura Beeman a little nervous. Been a little bit careful about bringing Davies back into the fold minute-wise. She's taken 2 big fouls tonight. This is the 2nd one. Racing out there to try to cover that 3 is Moreland. It's a really good pass, sort of rolling that back, that inside-out passing. Good look for Davies, good trigger behind the arc.
And Davies looking to get into the scoring column, and she does with that free throw right there. And it's interesting, we're talking about how positive an impact Olivia Davies has made in this game. That is her first point, and she doesn't even have a shot attempt from the field yet. That tells you a little something.
Yeah, it definitely does. I think she was really noticeable just sort of in her ability to get balls in the right place offensively and just defensively, right? She brings you a little height, you know, she's a little subtle height-wise. I mean, we're used to that 5'5" backcourt. Davies more like 5'9". McBee as well, both tall.
Here is the extended pressure we saw throughout that opening half. It just forces San Jose State to get things started a little bit deeper into the shot clock. Tough drive there by Davis Jones and another whistle. So whistles aplenty here through the first minute plus of the 3rd.
Been pretty consistent though. They've called it pretty tight. That one of the first dribble drive attempts we've seen by the Spartans. Most of the points in the paint have been off of just those deep touches by Tonga and Smith. We got it all tonight.
We got some outfits. We got some fits in the stands here
starting
this
with
afternoon.
DJ Wizard, buddy. Starting in the corner.
It's just a vibe, the DJ Wizard.
I feel underdressed tonight. You know, I need to up my game.
Good rebound there by Ruers off the free throw miss.
Little confusion. They got a mouse in the house underneath with Ruers. Now they switch it off.
And Perez is going to tear down the lane.
What a good seal there by Brooklyn Ruers, who had Summers on her for a moment. Gets the seal and gives Imani Perez that easy drive for the 2.
Davies ends up sitting on the basketball, and they actually draw a tie-up.
Good coverage there by Davies.
Hawaii will take over the possession. Hey, you use whatever you can to try to get the tie-up.
They're starting to work together. You feel the chemistry a little bit between Ruers and Imani Perez, right? We talk about the high-lows. They've been forcing stuff, but that time she just kind of uses Ruers' body on the seal and gets to the rim.
There's another foul on the perimeter. This is going to go against Summers. And at some point, you have to make the adjustment, right?
You know, I think, too, a lot of these players sort of funneling in and out, so they're not getting a ton of minutes all at the same time. And fouls sort of dispersed throughout that backcourt for the Spartans. That's kind of their MO though, right? That kind of changes the game for you a little bit when you're a defensive-minded team in that front court.
You know, San Jose State not shy about trying to be physical at every area of the floor. 5 seconds to shoot. It's Ruers in the lane. The turnaround, dances and pops out.
Love that shot though, a little soft spot in that zone. Davies finds her, didn't panic with the shot clock going down. Good look, just didn't go. Interesting, they were getting a lot of those deep touches from Smith and Tonga, neither of them in here.
3 seconds to get a shot up. Ball gets deflected away and Hawaii takes over the possession. And there's a deep touch. What hands by Perez. Lefty shot. Wow.
Great feed. Wahine Kapu getting some room. And Imani Perez just showing you her growth inside the key.
Timeout San Jose State. Imani Perez flashing the hands and then flashing the left hand for 2.
University of Hawaii Sports on Spectrum Sports. Sponsored by your Hawaii Honda dealers.
I got me a paradise. It's your paradise too.
Experience the beauty of the islands in a Honda Hybrid with fuel efficiency and range that saves you money while keeping our Aina a paradise. Right now, kick off adventure in the Perfect Island Ride, a new Honda Hybrid, and get 2 years complimentary maintenance.
See a Hawaii Honda dealer today. Tell them Henry sent you.
Dedicated to the people of Hawaii. Hawaiian Airlines. Hawaii flies with us.
Sunday, the University of Central Arkansas Bears come to town for a non-conference match against Hawaii. Rainbow Warrior Basketball, only on Spectrum Sports.
Well, it really started for Imani Perez down the stretch of last season. Lori started 8 of the last 9 games and balled out for this team. And she's off to a similar start here in this new season.
And she's been the steadiest, most consistent player on this team from the get-go, right? You look at her numbers across the board, even in the Stanford game, she has played well. She doesn't turn the ball over. She can shoot the three. She's a great passer from the high post. She does it all. And kind of willing to get messy down there too, right? Because she's going to be outweighed by a lot of the players that she's playing, but she finds a way to use that sort of knife-like body of hers. She's special.
You get a 6'4" sophomore who can move the way that she does, and the way she caught that pass that led to the layup prior to the timeout, that is rare.
And just the temperament, right? The consistent sort of mental part of her game. You never see her get real high and low. Doesn't shy away from moments either. Had a couple huge plays last year in that tournament run.
Here's Ma for 3. And we're going to have a foul against, it looks like, Davis Jones on the rebound. By the way, Hawaii now with 8 steals in this game. That is a new season high. And they protected the ball well. Just 1 steal for San Jose State, and that was an area where you felt would go in their direction.
Yeah, they came in forcing 20. Wahine with only 5 turnovers.
Here's Ruers down low, working against Tonga. Worked it up. No foul on that particular play. So the other way, it's Singleton off balance, too hard off the glass. Perez with the outlet pass. Bounce pass, Phillips. Got fouled, and she'll shoot 2, but how about the delivery off the deck? Lily Wahine Kapu to her running mates.
And just how about the series right off the miss, and then Wahine Kapu off the turnover on the other end. Phillips welcoming the contact.
Sabrina Ma committing the contact and picking up the foul. And so Deja Phillips, 11 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 3 of 7 from the field here tonight, knocks that one down. And that's a new season high for her. And so, obviously, still a lot of basketball to be played in this game, but what are we seeing here tonight, Lori? Can this be termed as a turning of the proverbial corner for this team? We talked about the trend in recent years of their slow starts in the win-loss columns, how that has parlayed to those strong finishes, twice making it to the NCAA tournament. Is this a representation of that starting to happen again?
You know, I think it's finding chemistry between your inside and outside game. It's also getting your experienced players to play more consistently, so, right? We've seen Lily play better, is playing better tonight. Deja Phillips is playing better. You have Davies inserted in the lineup, 6-year players. So you're seeing your veteran players play better tonight, and I think that's really been a big part of it. And it's coming off a week of practice, right? I mean, pre-conference seasons are hard. I mean, non-conference, you don't have a lot of time to make adjustments. You talk about it, you look at your scout, and you're right back out there making the same mistakes, right? So I think a lot of that has been the practice time.
It was interesting to hear Laura Beeman talking about her approach this past week as well. Oftentimes when you speak to coaches, they talk about maybe cracking the whip a little bit more, so to speak, or maybe just being a little bit more vocal to their players. Laura Beeman says we're going the opposite direction here this week. We need to love our players up. What does she mean by that?
You know, I think it's complicated too, right? They're real highs and lows of the season. Sort of life's complicated, you know, and I think Beeman good about that and making sure that you're bringing positive juice. If that's what you want from your kids, then you can't always hammer them, right, when they're coming out of games. You've got to, you know, you've got to have that positive vibe. You've got to model that behavior, and I really think that's what she meant more than anything. She and her staff having that sort of positive, hey, next up, let's go.
An offensive foul called against Lily Wahine Kapu, so she'll head to the bench. Kelsey Imai enters the game.
I do think that counseling degree may have been the best investment that Beeman's made in her life, because it takes a little bit of that, right, to be a good coach.
Well, and every year, even if you have some similar pieces, every team's personality is different.
Yeah, for sure. That was a nice defensive effort there by Barrett underneath on Tonga.
Losing the ball on the drive is Singleton. They got to get the shot up. It'll be Ma to beat the shot clock buzzer. Barrett had a beat on the rebound. Now a foul will be called going out of bounds. It was a mad chase there between Ma and Ashley Toms, and Toms, who unsurprisingly winds up down on the hardwood, picks up the foul.
I think when that loose ball happens, you kind of got your money on Tommy right here. You see the collision and the chase. Ma gets in front of Ashley Toms. She's comfy down there, right? She is comfy down there.
I think Jake Yoro might be looking upon this game thinking,
I need that kind of effort.
Look into that kind of look into Ashley Tom's eligibility here.
Derek Florence, call him Flo, really handles all the defensive duties. We heard Laura Beeman talk about how close they are in their philosophies, and she's really let him go in terms of running the defense.
Hawaii also bringing back to its bench, right there, sitting to the left side of your screen. You have Kalila Mitchell, who was an assistant with San Jose State under April Phillips last season. This is her second time around with the Hawaii coaching staff, and that's kind of an interesting dynamic how that played out this week.
Yeah, she definitely had scout team this week, you know. She's definitely put that out. Kalila Mitchell, that's going to be an offensive foul on Phillips.
So a couple of offensive fouls called against Hawaii. Crowd doesn't like it. Deja sarcastically smiles. Timeout on the floor. Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Long's Drugs. The number is 5. That's the number of blocks for Romani Perez. The last time these two teams matched up, December 21st of 2022. Most by a Rainbow Wahine in a game since 2016. And we've had some shot blocks here in this game as well for Hawaii. Brooklyn Brewers getting in on the first few.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're in a little bit of a competition. Brewers and Perez coming in with 7 to begin this game. A couple there by Brewers, one by Perez. They're flexing up in the post tonight.
Yeah, and I don't agree with
I didn't
the
see-
official scoring numbers that we have been handed on the defensive end. They have just one block listed for Hawaii as a team. We saw in that replay highlight reel at least 3.
Yeah, for sure. I kept re-looking. I figured I was on the wrong screen on my stats. I'm going, wait. I've just been impressed at sort of the way Brooklyn Brewers has played defensively tonight. She has had her hands full throwing a lot of different post players at her. That bodes well moving forward for the Wahine.
And we're going to have an offensive foul called against San Jose State. Looks like a screen was set that drew the whistle. And that's going to be number 4 on Marissa Davis-Jones.
A little more intensity on this pressure from the Spartans. Kelsey Mai with that double team coming, in trouble.
And it looks like, did she get a timeout called?
No, they called a foul there, I think, again on Jones.
Oh, wow, there it is.
Wow, that was, so she's on the double team. They were in a good position. It looked like he might kind of split the double team, and maybe the foul came right there. A good defense there by the Spartans.
So, yeah, that's number 5 on Marissa Davis-Jones, and she got her 4th and 5th within seconds of each other.
April Phillips not happy. But a pretty animated conversation with the official.
Meanwhile, Kelsey Umai to the free throw line. She has 6 points. Yeah, tough go of it here in Mānoa for April Phillips. In year 1 as head coach, San Jose State went 6-25, just 3-15 in the Mountain West. However, they did win 3 of their last 4 games, including their first Mountain West tournament victory since the 2020 season. They defeated Air Force.
They got some talent on the floor, no doubt. Phillips just got to work on those right combos.
Look at the hands by Phillips, scooping it away, but it goes out of bounds.
I feel like Deja Phillips sort of really enjoying, it's kind of the Deja that we're used to seeing. Phillips really brings that sort of enjoyment of the game. She's always going to kind of question fouls. But it's all sort of within that positive vibe.
I mean, obviously, when the score is as such, as the shot by Summers off the front rim, no. Follow-up will draw a foul as Amaya Moreland will go to the free throw line. Brewers picks up the foul. But yeah, I mean, tis the kind of game to allow your team to have some fun and maybe show off some of that chemistry. But they came out the gate looking like there was a purpose tonight, and that still, I think, applies to your point.
Yeah, and it was sort of, we're going to meet aggression with aggression sort of thing. Like we talked about how aggressive the Spartans were defensively. They're going to chew up your passing lanes. They're going to press you all different looks, and the Wahine come out with pressure of their own. Orleans quietly played well tonight. That was a tough situation underneath. She gets to the free throw line. She was double teamed and got an offensive board down there.
Again, this is the first of 2 basketball games coming your way here on Spectrum Sports from Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Rainbow Warriors will take on Central Arkansas in the Capper. Brewers hits the deck, and it's going to be an out-of-bounds call. Laura Beeman asking for an explanation. She felt like Brewers got tripped.
She went down hard on her hip. Brewers bouncing right up. Always nice on these double headers too, because you get a little bit of that trickle over, that overlap of the crowd, and brings some energy to the finishes oftentimes of these games, which you always need.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the coaches all love it the same way, right? Because logistically it presents some challenges, getting on the floor for shoot-around, that kind of thing, as the square-up shot by Moreland falls short. I happen to love it.
Yeah,
though.
I do
think
too.
fans have reason to really dig the symbiotic nature of having these 2 basketball programs play on the same day, back-to-back.
Yeah, for sure. And sometimes you see it a little bit with softball, baseball, right? Volleyball, of course, different seasons, so you're never going to see that. But in baseball and softball, sometimes you'll get people trickle over to either place. Free usually on the Wahine side, but it is kind of nice. It's certainly nice to play and support and be able to do that. These guys will stay, obviously, after this game to watch the guys play.
As Deja Phillips hits the free throw. Today also Military Appreciation Day. All military personnel getting 50% off of tickets at the UH ticket window. You have the Keiki doubleheader promotion being applied. Keiki high school age and younger getting in free to both games. DJ Wizard's been in the house. You also had the anthem and Hawaii Pono'i performed by senior airman Mario Foreman Powell, and he was oh so good.
He really was good. We've never disappointed with our military national anthem singers, right? Ever. Phillips now with her 15th point there, 7 of 8 from the free throw line.
There's a 3-ball by Sofia Kalameni. Hails from Kavala, Greece. And here's another steal for Hawaii. This one courtesy Amani Perez. They're up to 9 steals for the game. Brewers turns over the right shoulder and unable to hit the left-handed hook shot. And then Luli Wahine Kapu trying to get sneaky with the poke away.
That was a good look. Wahine Kapu did a good job of sort of pulling back on that, giving some space.
And Summers, as Hawaii went under the screen that time, making them pay. That is her 3rd made triple. Matches that number that she put in against Cal State Fullerton last Wednesday.
Well, she hit 2 in the first half, and we haven't seen her take a shot. So that, I think, is something that San Jose State could...
And Perez again finishing lefty. Great feed by Phillips.
I think she's truly left-handed, maybe. I like that.
Maybe she got a little Noelle Coleman.
That's a little Morgan Birch. That's a little Birch. UC Davis. You scroll through your memory if you... One of the greatest players out of there. Very similar build and a very tough shot to defend. Ooh!
Oh, wow. Going down hard to the floor was Olivia Davies.
I would think.
I think there's going to be a review coming here.
That's the 3rd time Davies has been on the floor, and she's doing her job underneath. Little frustration here by Smith. You see the jump shot, the miss by Summers. Just gets caught under there and throwing her away. We're going to take a look at this.
Well, no review has been called for yet. You see Smith talking with Esther Sue, the head referee. The replay, meanwhile, was played on the big screen overhead, and obviously that got a rise out of the crowd, but it doesn't look like they're going to review anything here.
Watch Davies. She's going to get caught just kind of hooked over the back as Smith, and it's the after part.
Well, that's interesting because that can also play into the hook and hold aspect, which could also have prompted a review, and I think that may have been what Samaje Smith was arguing for. If you're going to review it, review the hook and hold.
And the hook and hold, of course, really about sort of that shoulder injury stuff, the sort of Kevin Love stuff that happened, you know, for a long time. You're going to see that hook there and just kind of tossing Davies to the floor. Surprised one of the 3 officials didn't ask for a review on that.
Yeah, it was surprising that nothing there got reviewed. I think certainly in real time it looked a little bit more egregious from our perspective on the Samaje Smith side of it. And then obviously the replay revealing a little bit of that hold on the arm by Davies.
Good defense here. I like the pressure, taking time off the shot clock.
5 seconds to shoot. It's Ma. Just grazes the rim.
Wahine continuing to push tempo even with the lead.
Phillips for 3. That one off the heel. And the rebound bounces out of bounds. And it will belong to the Spartans. 1:13 left to play in the 3rd.
Foot has been on the gas. The tempo of the offense so much better than we've seen it for the last couple of weeks. Jade Peacock, a freshman from Australia, into the game.
Here's Smith. Goes up in and 1.
She's just an unstoppable force underneath the basket.
Was a former 5-star recruit. And she attended St. Anthony's in California. Her mom, Rhonda, was a 2-time first-team All-Big West selection at Long Beach State.
Yeah, she is tough underneath.
Rattles home the free throw. She now has 9 points.
And nobody in double figures yet here for San Jose State. Smith, the high scorer. And Summers with the 3 threes, also with 9 points for San Jose State.
Good kick to the corner, but an offensive foul called against Imai after the pass.
We see that so much more, right? People taking charges off of that pass. something in the game that's really sort of progressed, right? You're always looking at the ball, but a lot of times it's after the pass that foul comes.
Oh, nice position there, and the feed by Nicholas to Smith, and she does in fact become the first Spartan to hit double figures. Shot clock now off after this inbound, so Hawaii can once again play it down. Relatively even third quarter on the scoreboard. Hawaii outscoring San Jose State 16-15 to this point. Maintaining this healthy lead. Here's Phillips faking the handoff. The shot by Peacock does not go. Smith the rebound. Can the Spartans get a shot up? They will. It doesn't go though off the palm of Kelemeni. And Hawaii will take a 24-point advantage into quarter number 4. 15 points for Deja Phillips. 12 points for Lili Wahine Kapu. Some great outfits in the stands. And Hawaii looking to finish off a W. Well, a season high in steals for this Hawaii defense, Lori. The extended pressure has been bothersome, to say the least, for San Jose State.
And they've stayed with it. You know, we weren't sure they were going to have the legs for that, but they added Davies a few more minutes in the lineup. We saw Barrett in the post, and Deja Phillips and Lili Wahine Kapu have really, really owned that backcourt for the Wahine. We'll see if they continue to try to take some seconds off that shot clock, continue with a little bit of token pressure. Got to bring it home here.
They have 9 steals total for Hawaii. Again, a season high. Lili Wahine Kapu with 3 of them. You also have 2 apiece for Deja Phillips and Brooklyn Brewers.
Hawaii only 3 of 8 on field goals in that third quarter. All 3 of those field goals by Imani Perez.
Shot 11 free throws, though, in that third quarter. Made 10 of them, and a good drive there along the baseline by Nye Nicholas. Born in the Virgin Islands. Cuts the lead down to 22. Oh, that bounce pass. Good hands exhibited by Peacock. Imai will try a 3. And it doesn't go. It tantalized the entire building and somehow got ejected, but last touched out of bounds by the Spartans.
Yeah, only the girls' ball does that, right? Gets this, look, this is a great view. Gets that deep and just putters out.
Really makes it hard on announcers when you're ready to make the 3-point make call.
Patience, patience.
Let it happen. Brewers will try a 3. That one hit glass first.
Wouldn't mind seeing them stay at that free throw line a little bit. Brewers down inside.
Good activity, though, by Hawaii to compensate there. A minute gone by here in the 4th. Turnaround shot is good. Amaya Moreland also providing some moments here for the Spartans.
A lot more points in the paint coming the way of the Spartans.
Hawaii was 6 of 10 from outside the arc in the first half. 0 for 4 here since the break. And so they go right back inside. Brewers can't get it in the first time. Second time was a charm.
That's some volleyball skills. That putback looked like it was in about 3 or 4 different sets of hands. Brewers perseveres right there.
Yeah, she just wanted to add to her rebound numbers as well. She got 7 points and a handful of boards. Nicholas the pull-up. Offensive rebound, Moreland, and we're going to have a tie-up.
That whistle's got to come a little quicker there. Deja Phillips getting dirty.
Yeah, possession arrow will send it in Hawaii's direction.
See the one-handed feed underneath. Kelsey Amai actually leads his team in assists. She does a nice job, and Brewers just staying with it. Arguably her best outing on both ends of the court tonight.
Yeah,
today. I need to say today.
I know.
It's today.
I've botched that up about 10 times already. But Brewers, from a scoring standpoint, she led Hawaii in scoring the first 3 games of the season, so she's had, I guess,
19,
higher
yes,
profile games. But it's interesting. I agree with you. I think from an all-around standpoint, this may have been her most impactful.
And just really providing that bulk underneath, just seeing big body after big body come in for the Spartans.
Brewers from the elbow, a little inside and out.
Be listening. Brooklyn Brewers. 9 points, 5 boards, and we think 3 blocks.
And there is a backcourt violation. Remember, there was one called off of an inbounds pass that got reversed. That one, I think, a more legitimate determination.
There's Brewers. That was contested. Nice follow through. Not often you get 6'4" and 6'4" that has that kind of range, right, on this. Usually one of them. Even Jackie David, who we'll hopefully see in this rotation at some point in conference play, the other post player, also has that range.
Yeah, it was encouraging to see Jackie David actually suit up and warm up with the team here before this afternoon's affair.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a tease.
Got bothered by Perez, and McBee able to vacuum in the rebound. Lead pass, Perez looking to run the floor, got blocked though, and hit the deck. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with Hawaii, and Amani Perez walking gingerly as she gets up off of the court, but smiling.
Not a lot of room over there. You got photographers. Watch this. Lily eyeballing it. Wahine Kapu throws that dime. And Amani Perez, she's had that wrap on her left leg for most of the season. Proven pretty durable. They manage her a little bit at practice. You know, there are times when, Perez comes in here averaging 30 minutes a game, tops on this Wahine team.
And that was a great play by Moreland, but Perez running the floor again, the ability to catch passes that not a lot of players at her size can haul in.
Illegal screen, I think they're on Brewers.
Yeah, that's going to be the call.
McBee has gotten off pretty quickly off the mark. She had that 3 to begin this ball game in that first half. Like to see them get back to her. They've had so many paint touches, but the kickouts to Melanie McBee behind the arc got to be a big staple of this offense.
Well, a staple of this defense has been the extended pressure. It's certainly paid dividends, and it does so again there. The traveling violation on Sophia Jones got it sort of caught in the holster on her waist.
Wahine with 20 points off of turnovers. 20 turnovers for the Spartans. So 20 the number defensively tonight.
Yeah, that actually gives them officially 21, at least according to our live stats, which we have questions about in some other categories.
Yeah. Which sometimes takes a little bit time. I need to be patient to load.
Not so live at all times, these live stats. There's a pass that got picked off by Kelemeni. And then blocked from behind by McBee, who didn't give up on the play.
I think there are times that McBee's athleticism might be underestimated. Watch her give chase here. And just the last minute, may have got a little piece of arm there, but no call. It's a hustle play, and Beeman will take that all day.
Kelemeni for 3. Offensive rebound, Moreland putting in some work, and then the pass to a cutting Kelemeni.
What a force Moreland's been inside. This is where that experience pays, right? You get an experienced backcourt.
Brewers able to catch the pass underneath, turnaround shot too strong.
It's a good look by Davies, though. You don't want to see him settling for threes. That's what we saw last game. This is a game where you'll take those misses inside, because down the road you'll start turning misses into makes when you get those post touches.
Well, the way this game has been going, oftentimes those interior touches have been leading to fouls and foul shots, as Maya Moreland just keeping the heat on here. The lead is 20 for Hawaii. But Laura Beeman just wants to make sure that everybody remains locked in here for the final 5:20. Welcome back. Just want to give you the heads up on the Coaches vs. Cancer fundraiser taking place Tuesday, December 19th, 7 p.m. at Kanikapila Grill at the Outrigger Reef Waikiki Beach Resort. Join UH men's basketball head coach Aron Ganat and the other coaches from the Diamond Head Classic to raise awareness and funds to benefit the Clarence T.C. Ching Hope Lodge, Hawaii. You can learn more at outrigger.com/coaches versus cancer. And that Diamond Head Classic field starting to look really competitive and nice as we anticipate that in just a few weeks.
It's some unbelievable basketball played on this floor over this past
Yeah, no
month,
kidding.
I tell you.
Well, Amaya Moreland, she's played some good basketball, particularly in this second half, as San Jose State just trying to find some way to get back into this thing.
Yeah, she's got a nice touch. You see that step back. The majority of her points have been points underneath with deep touches, but she's played on the defensive end as well. Moreland, definitely the player of the game so far here for the Spartans.
And the Diamond Head Classic, just to finish that thought, you have TCU under head coach Damie Dixon, former Hawaii assistant, off to an undefeated start. I believe they're 7-0 now. How about Georgia Tech beating Duke?
Oh, wow.
Just the other day.
That was big.
A couple of teams that are in the field here for the Diamond Head Classic as Kelsey Mai was tumbling underneath the stanchion.
She's an experienced tumbler. You know, you watch Imai, she found the little puka over there, right? She goes for the roll, protects herself.
That's a really good point. There's not a lot of room over there. There's that one crevice, and she was able to roll right through it.
Here she goes. It's shot, drop, and roll right there. Shot, drop, and roll.
And disappear for a few moments. That's why you are
it's Biggie's fan.
That's why you are
Biggie's
the color
biggest
analyst
fan.
that you are. You were able to find those
Shot,
details
drop,
and exploit
roll.
those details.
Am I doing a better job at the free throw line? Came in struggling a little bit. That's got to be a big part of her game because she is a late game minute point guard for these guys, right? She's brings that energy, brings those defensive stops. She's going to get to the line, so nice job there.
So the lead is 22, under 5 to play.
Again, the pressure, just taking that time. Such a good job, Perez, with the length.
Here's Smith back to the basket against Barrett. Goes off glass and in. Not much you can do when Samaje Smith gets the ball down on the block.
No, you can't play behind her. I mean, you can't play behind her. Hard to get in front of her. No help down there. Just trying to be a distraction without fouling, which Barrett did.
Well, and then you add the factor of a sixth-year senior working against a freshman in the post as well. Here now it goes the other way. And Barrett will send it out of bounds. Laura Beeman giving her the gesture. Look to pass that into the corner, but here's another look at Smith.
Yeah, I mean, that's not poor defense. That's a good shot there by Smith. Barrett being aggressive on both ends. Beeman wanted the kick out there. The double team came, but freshman not shying away from the contact.
As they stayed able to break the pressure that time. Here's Smith. There's a kick out. Kelemeni for 3 off the heel, no. Spartans hang on to the long rebound. Smith, the running hook shot, no. And Wahine Kapu down there among the trees. Able to clear it.
3 of 14 from behind the arc. Spartans have not been able to calibrate from 3 land.
Here's Barrett, and she walked with it. Well, after the gauntlet to start non-conference play for Hawaii that saw back-to-back tournaments in the Bank of Hawaii Classic and last week's Rainbow Wahine Showdown, you have this game here tonight as part of the doubleheader, and then they're off for a little while. Next game isn't until December 21st at UCLA, and that will be the prelude ultimately before Big West Conference play begins December 30th at Cal State Fullerton. And so it gives Laura Beeman and this team some time to rest some legs. She did say she wants to give these players several days off, just get away from basketball for 3 or 4 days, certainly surrounding the holidays, and see if they can rest up for a conference run. And one, meanwhile, as Moreland will go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play.
Yeah, those points in the paint starting to add up, and in this second half alone, 16 points in the paint for San Jose State, many of them coming from Moreland and Smith, obviously, and she just got so many moves. Able to hang in the air. We saw the little step back. She's money inside.
This is the free throw, however. Wahine Kapu turning on the boosters and then passes to the corner.
I've seen a lot of Deja Smith in this second half. Some free throws there in that third period. Deja Smith, of course, probably the best finisher on this team. Kind of knows what her team needs at the right time.
Oh, Perez, good position and a good find there by McBee.
I think Perez might have got hit in the nose right there. Perez taking a little beating. She'll rub her cheek. Her best offensive performance, maybe career-wise, in terms of what we've seen in the arsenal, right? She's done a really nice job of showing some stuff inside.
That's the 11th steal for Hawaii in this game, and a great drop-off. Perez from Phillips.
Wow. Chemistry is improved 50% in this game, and the tall wings getting the ball inside, right? McBee, Deja Phillips.
And Moreland, seems like it's been forever since she missed a shot attempt. Misses that time. Phillips in transition draws the defensive foul.
Wahine Kapu, she's done a nice job. She and Kelsey and I both are pretty good little rebounders underneath. And there you see McBee able to just go over the top. And it was the play before that that Deja Phillips right there drops it off. Perez, you run the court, you get rewarded. As Phillips Ma up in the air. She'd like to have some of those back. She's had about 3 or 4 of those that she just missed the finish, potential 3-point plays.
Well, season high in scoring, season high in steals for Deja Phillips. She now has 16 points and 3 takeaways. You have 3 players in double figures for Hawaii, and add to that Kelsey Imai and Brooklyn Brewers each with 9 points. Something that Laura Beeman has mentioned to us, what she had been hoping to find here through the non-conference slate of the season, was toughness. How much toughness did you see out of this team here in this ball game?
A lot in the paint especially. You know you're going to get it from the, Toms and Imai and Lily in the backcourt, but saw a lot of it. Also 22 points at the free throw line, came in averaging only 10, and it's McBee from the corner. Pouring it on, Melanie McBee with the dagger. Came in here 49 points a game, Kanoa, 71 tonight.
And another steal. 12th of the game. Lead pass. Wahine Kapu. Lefty finish goes.
3 players now in double figures.
And an 11-point Rainbow Wahine run. Extending the lead. 73-44. A performance befitting a team that is coming off of back-to-back Big West Conference Tournament championships and back-to-back trips to the NCAA tournament. This is the Hawaii team that is a force to be reckoned with.
It is. It's a Hawaii team we expected to see. You got to give it a little time. They're going to go into UCLA. That's a point management game. That a really, really obviously maybe top 5 team by the time they see him. Certainly top 10 team in the country. So. But I'll tell you what, you see the potential. That's without a Jackie David, without a Lefotu, right? It's without a couple of these players, but everybody's had some quality minutes here tonight. Vivian Barrett, the freshman, the 3rd post player. Monty Perez, kind of a coming out offensive party tonight. I really think Deja Phillips so key for this team, and we talked about it a little. She started this season as a starter, started last season as a starter, but it preferred kind of coming off the bench, and I've been a little critical of that, right? Thinking someone of that caliber, but tonight she came in and right away she contributed. There wasn't a lot of wait time for Deja Phillips.
And we got Holly Birdsong making an appearance here in this ball game. First appearance of the season, 5'3" junior out of Kalani High School.
She is one of those glue kids, man. Just a great kid, works hard every day. I guarantee you no one is happier about this than all of her teammates, right? Getting a little bit of time is Hallie Birdsong.
And Perez with the hands again, rips it away. Ahead to Barrett, and she walked with it. A little bit of an unfamiliar role there in transition.
Peacock running with her.
Barrett.
You got to be screaming down the lane. And Vivian, I'm here. But she ran the court, right? Ran the court. And another takeaway by Perez.
Three ball here by Moreland. Not much that she hasn't done, particularly in this second half. She now has 13. San Jose State will move on to play another Big West team, CSUN, but that won't be until the 18th as Birdsong trying to get in the book. Misses from 3. Let's get her another try here, huh?
Yeah, that's the crowd wants. Gotta be sort of impressed with the start to finish of this game, though, right? All 4 quarters.
Barrett the follow, but a whistle prior to. And it's going to be a foul against Imai.
Yeah, underneath. On the way by. Only the second personal. Kind of a quiet game for Imai. In that regard, is didn't lose his step there with the tooth injury last game and missed a little bit of practice. She's been really good tonight, as has most everybody on the Wahine roster.
So ball out of bounds. And Hawaii will take over. 7 seconds left. The Rainbow Wahine will improve to 3-5 this season. The Spartans will fall to 4-6. But the kind of victory that can help to set a new tone going forward. As Hawaii played with a style and a tenacity that certainly will bode well for the rest of the year. A rousing victory for Laura Beeman and the Rainbow Wahine. 73-47, your final score.
Both sides of the court tonight, Kanoa, they played great. 49% from the field, 44 from three-point line, 88% from the free throw line. They had blocks, they had forced turnovers. It was really an aspect of the game that they lacked tonight. It was all pretty good.
Held a team averaging 65 points per game to just 47. And also a team that was averaging 11 steals per game. Hawaii protected the basketball. Spartans just 3 compared to 13 takeaways for Hawaii. They were in the pilfering mood. And it was part of what was an outstanding all-around performance by this Rainbow Wahine squad. And that's another benefit of this double-header setup, right? As you mentioned, some of the crossover, some of the fans who were here early to watch the Rainbow Warriors play, well, they saw the best performance to date this season by this Rainbow Wahine squad. Let's send it over to Scott.
All right, thanks a lot, Kanoa. First off, Coach, congratulations. That week did pay off because that's probably the best, the closest Rainbow Wahine team we've seen on the court this year.
Agree. You know, we just needed time to get back in the gym and work with each other. And, you know, you got to celebrate each other. And that's hard to do when you're losing. And we just kind of had to bring it back to the basics of have fun, celebrate each other. Let's get our energy back up. We're a good team. And the struggle was real, but I kept telling them so is our process. And these girls are amazing. They believe in that process. We have to continue to get better. We will. It was a great crowd here today. Thank you all so much. Happy holidays to everybody. We won't be back now till after the first of the year. But, yeah, amazing game. Very, very pleased and very proud of this group.
Well, congratulations to you. Best of luck at UCLA and happy holidays.
I appreciate it. Happy holidays to you, too. Thanks.
Kanoa.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the game. Amaya Moreland, 13 points, 3 rebounds for San Jose State. Lili Wahine Kapu, one of 3 players in double figures for Hawaii, 14 points, 5 of 6. Just the epitome of efficiency here in this one, 5 rebounds. 3 assists as well. So, Lori, I'll give you the final thought here on what we saw from this Hawaii team here in this front half of our doubleheader.
You know, they just came out with they were such a force tonight, like a positive force. And it kind of goes back to what we talked about. The staff got better tonight too, right? The coaching staff sort of modeled what it was they wanted to see from the players. They made some changes. They brought a little more positive environment to practice, and it obviously translated here. So pushing the right buttons were the coaching staff, and pretty much 1 to 12 there played well tonight.
Yeah, she talked about loving up the players, and they put on a performance that makes this home fan base love them even more. That's right. Still a game left to be played here at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Rainbow Warriors taking on Central Arkansas, and we will be right back for that one in just a little bit. But for now, 73-47, the final score. We will send it to the post-game show after this. For Lori Santi, I'm Kanoa Leahy. See you in just a little bit here in Mānoa.
Hawaii by San Jose State. We start off with the thievery of the Hawaii defense, which forced a season-high 13 steals on the day. Many players with multiple steals in this one, including Deja Phillips. She really lit up the stat book here in this one for Hawaii. 17 points, that's a game high for Deja Phillips. She hit 3 3-pointers. She also made 9 of 10 free throws. She had 3 assists. She had 4 steals and really was involved in all aspects of the Rainbow Wahine, as was Imani Perez, the sophomore out of Colorado. There you see her laying in one of her 12 points. She was 6 of 9 from the field, had 4 rebounds, also had a couple of steals, a block, a couple of assists, and Brooklyn Ruers, her teammate in the paint, and Ruers right there getting one of her blocks. Ruers finished the day with 9.5 rebounds on 4 of 11 shooting for the University of Hawaii, as she turns around and gets that one to fall, as Hawaii led from start to finish as they rout San Jose State 73-47.
From Spectrum Sports, it's the Hawaii Honda Dealers post-game show.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Scott, Nani, McKenna. That was more like Rainbow Wahine basketball. We were saying at the beginning during Game On how pivotal this game was, because we want to start seeing that Hawaii basketball team that we know. That was a good start.
Lots of good energy in the building tonight. I think they really strung together a solid 4 quarters. We saw them on the defense end, really picking up that energy. And then on the offensive end, they were sharing that ball. Any night where Deja's making assists and scoring 3 points and getting steals is going to be a good night for the Wahine.
Yeah, agree, totally agree, because it started with the energy factor. They came in aggressive defensively. They just played an all-around great game inside and out.
All right, let's take a look at the final numbers for this one as Hawaii beat San Jose State. And there you see Hawaii shot nearly 50% from the field. They're averaging in the low 30s. 7 of 16 from behind the three-point mark. The free throws were outstanding, 22 of 25. They lost the rebound battle, but won the steal battle. And how about 13 assists to 15 turnovers? Maybe still a little too high for Laura Beeman, but she'll live with it. Hawaii wins 73-47. We'll look back to this one more when we come back.